What's going on, world? It's your man Pat Caesar LLC, mobile mechanic and roadside services. And I'm dropping off Samson, and I hear psh, and I'm like, oh snap, it's Boost. And then I turn around and guess what I see? I see a Ford Ranger. How you doing? So what's your name?
John Pryor.
John Pryor, Patrick Caesar, nice to meet you. John, talk to me about what we got going on here.
Well, what we got is what I did was I convinced the girlfriend that I needed a truck to go pick up furniture.
Okay.
Yeah, refinish furniture.
Okay.
So that's what we had.
Yeah.
I have a truck for going and picking up furniture.
The grocery getter.
So no, in reality, that's how it all started. And then I saw a YouTube video on 2300 Gear Jammer channel.
Okay.
He's basically, he was the first to take one of these in a Mustang Fox body and put it in the 9s.
Really? With a 2.3?
With a 2.3.
Oh, wow.
And I saw that video, and I'm like, I got a 2.3 in the Ranger that I got. So
wow.
So here we are. This is more or less the same type of build.
That is insane. With a single jingle. I didn't even know they made a single overhead cam 2.3. That's a big 2.3 for a single. My God, look at that boy going to 67.
I've changed it so many times. It's 6873, I think it is.
Gotcha. My God. Tile wastegate. Y'all see all the goodies.
It's twin scroll headers.
Twins. Oh man. Now hold on. Was that custom?
Yeah.
That's
well, I mean, intake they don't make performance parts for this.
So this is all custom.
Yeah, the intake manifold, all of it.
My God. And I see that look like a Mega Squirt.
Yeah, it was Mega Squirt.
What is that, MS2 or MS3?
MS3.
Wow.
Yes, running on MS3.
My God. All right, man. Give me a whole. All right, break the whole thing now. Let's start. All right.
I don't even know where to begin. Honestly. I mean, there's nothing about it that's original other than the appearance.
Gotcha.
It's got a 8.8 built, 8.8, 456 gears. It's got 456 gears in it because I'm running 20s.
Gotcha.
20 wheels.
Yeah.
I wanted to keep some sort of look. It was going to be a street truck initially. I mean, I'm going in a completely different direction.
Right.
There is no traction below 60 mile an hour.
Yeah.
But ultimately, it's 456 gear in the rear. The new Tremec TKX transmission is what's in it. So
gotcha.
the new one that they're building for all the muscle cars and all that stuff. So
I thought they didn't work all the bugs out of that just yet though.
I don't have any complaints.
Good, yeah.
And the main reason I went with that is because, okay, so think about this. You can put your typical T5 or whatever behind something like this.
Right.
But if you think about most of your V8s are shifting at 65, 6800 RPMs. And granted, people have done it and they pro shift them and do all of that kind of stuff to them. But ultimately what I'm dealing with here is I'm turning 8500 RPMs and I'm still making power at 8500.
At 8500.
So I've got split cases laying around. I mean, I think it may be in storage at this point. But there's split cases from T5s.
Wow.
Because multiple. So when you're turning that many RPMs, the gears are trying to grow apart from one another.
Right. So you literally
they're just exploding.
Right.
It's spinning way too fast. There's way too much centrifugal force, way too much weight. So it was just exploding them. So the reason I went with the TKX is because they have the dual clutch synchros and all of that stuff.
Gotcha.
It's the same synchro setup that would be in like a 5.6 Magnum or anything like that. It's the same synchro setup, but in a smaller case, more like a T5. So,
who did the tranny build?
That's straight from.
You ain't even. So okay, you just bought it and slapped. Oh
yeah,
man,
now,
okay.
Granted,
and it's still holding this much power?
It's rated at 6. I think I rated at 650.
But you're past that.
Yeah, I'm past that. But think about this. I am very seldom ever launching 650 into it.
Okay, right.
If I was to ever put big slicks on it or something, I might start having problems with it. But
besides that, you can roll out and gas on it.
Problem.
Wow.
And so far with a set of Nitos on it, Nito drag radials or whatever, I still can't get it to completely hook.
Really?
Well, because it's so many RPMs you're throwing at it.
Right.
And then it's a built bottom end, 2.7-ish liters. A Beauport head. The head is done by a guy out of Nevada. There's only one or there's probably 3 people that really do heads for these. Okay. And only a couple that really do them for a turbo application. Yeah. So there's LS honeycomb springs in there for. Wow. So I mean, it's a fully built head. Yeah. It's flowing somewhere in the neighborhood of 225. My God.
He's flowing just like a V8 at that point.
Yeah. That's a single V8 head all day long.
That is insane.
I mean, if you think about it, tell people the horsepower numbers or whatever. This would be a 12 to 1400 horsepower V8.
Right, if it had the extra cylinders. Yeah. Right. Wow. Man, listen. You got kids?
Grown kids.
Grown kids. I ain't got there yet. Y'all know I'm excited to get to this, back to this in life.
And grandchildren.
Yeah, oh yeah, the grandchildren. So do you ever get them a ride, or is it not there yet, or is it too much?
No, I mean, yeah, you can give them a ride, and they don't live here.
Gotcha, okay, I got you.
They don't live here, and I'm not transporting this there.
I got you. So if you had to put a dollar amount, what do you think? Well, hold on, let's go. Before we get the money, what will it run in a quarter mile?
I don't know. I
Never
don't know.
taken it.
I don't. Well, here's the thing. The only time I've taken it to the track, it ran a 12.8, but that's on these tires, and that's just the street tire.
Gotcha, right.
Now, granted, it was fairly sticky that night, so I mean, it did hook, but it was kind of like a stall hook. You know,
Gotcha.
it starts to want to spin, then it takes away some of the power, and I'm feathering the clutch, not the
just
throttle,
to burn out. Right.
So I don't know what it'll really do. I mean, based on power to weight, it should do in the tens.
Man, for a 4-cylinder in a truck. Why it's so inspiring to me, because I'm currently building an S10. My kids are excited. I got little kids, they're all under 5 years old. They're excited. Daddy want to go racing, Racing's expensive, you know what I mean? But this not only is like, man, you got perfection in here. This is some serious money. I'm trying to pay for kids' college right now.
It's not as much money. It's not as much money as you think, because I did all of it myself. Everything you're looking at, I built myself. The intake manifold was built by me. The header, the exhaust, the only thing that I paid for. I don't trust myself with engine assembly. I'm not an engine assembler, so I had somebody assemble the bottom end and the head work, the head itself.
But you actually made the intake.
Yes.
That's incredible. That's incredible. Wow.
And all of that's a little bit experimental, because the last intake manifold I had on was definitely the plenum was too big for street driving, and what that does is it makes it so that it's real laggy on the street. It makes it so that you don't have throttle response. It's no fun to drive on. This time around,
wide open throttle all the time.
I built the first time, I wanted to go drag racing.
Right.
I've kind of gotten to where I don't want so much to go beat on it like that. I like to do some drag and drive events or something like that, but ultimately I wanted the throttle response back. So that's what this is. This is based on, this is a dual plenum intake manifold. You got a plenum here and a plenum here. And that's trying to give me throttle response back. Down through here, there's only a slot as big as the throttle body.
Oh wow!
So it's not like it's big and open in there. So there's only a slot as big as and what that's doing is when the blade opens, when the throttle blade opens, it's trying to throw the air to the back here.
Right.
Or, it's changing the direction. It's taking it away from certain cylinders.
Right.
So that slot gives a restriction, so that the air, it's the same as the throttle body, so you're not really a restriction.
Right.
A restriction. It's just giving you even flow to all of them, because then they enter this chamber and enter the cylinders.
That makes perfect sense.
So you can only run a motor as well as the best running cylinder. The best running cylinder is. Beyond that, you're restricting every other cylinder trying to make up for it. So that's trying to even that out some. And in doing so, on a wide open throttle run, the motor don't care.
Gotcha.
But when you're playing in traffic and stuff like that, you can only get so much good tuning out of it if you can't.
And y'all got serious traffic here, man, so I can understand that. Wow.
But it's been a project over 7 years, so I didn't throw all this at it at once.
Okay, man. Okay, well that's more understandable. More understandable.
It started out as the look.
Right.
And no motor, no power.
Just driving around and enjoying it.
I was a mini truck guy when I was in the 80s. So
I get it, but that was hydraulics and stuff though back then.
Air and hydraulics.
Yeah,
but
motors.
I was always static then too. I didn't like the airbags. It was always here's the thing with airbags and stuff like that. Back then, today it's a little better, but back then you were always fighting the airbag, so you never were enjoying the truck. Right. So I got to the point where like, you guys can have all that shit. I just want to lower the truck. Right. I don't have to be laying frame.
No, I get you on that. I get you. Man, listen, I gotta catch lunch with these guys and get back, because I gotta go pick up my kids from school. I wanted to stop by. I'm gonna be back here in hopefully a week, and I would like to take a test drive. Can we do this?
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Listen, I appreciate it. Y'all seen it here first. So shout out your business, because he don't do this, y'all. He does not. This is a project. What? Your main business?
I own a little company called Yellowcone Group. We do creative work for Disney.
Creative work for, wow.
Creative fabrication and things like that.
He can build you a studio, he can build you a theme park, he can build you a truck. My dude is all around. Thank you so much, man. Listen, I will definitely swing back by. You got Instagram or anything?
No, I don't do any social media.
Really? Why not? Well, how can I'm gonna tag this and people can like, where can I find the truck at? And then they can't even find you.
Here's the thing, you gotta want to be found.
That's true. Listen, I'm gonna plug back in. When I come back to pick up the truck, we're gonna come over and get a test drive.
I tell you what I am fixing to do though.
All right.
I'm moving towards like semi-retirement. That's actually happening.
Gotcha.
Right now. What I am going to do is what I'm wanting to do is start a YouTube channel or something of that nature.
Yeah.
Where I show people how I built the stuff I built for Disney.
Gotcha. That, man, listen, that sounds like a multi-million
Because here's the thing, when you're doing this stuff,
yeah,
you have agreements that say that you can't show all of that.
Gotcha.
Now that I'm fixing to stop doing it,
you can, right. I'll sign up for that course.
just a YouTube channel where,
no, I mean, hey,
how I make this.
Right. No, I would really love to know about that. Yeah. Yes. Y'all heard it here first.
All of these pieces are made. All of this is made.
That's insane.
The paint is done by me. Nobody's touching it.
Yeah, this is all you. This is crazy. Right now, I have Charlie touching my truck, and I've not let anybody have it in their possession besides myself. So this is brand new for me right now.
Right.
So I understand exactly what you're saying. Listen, we got to get out of here, y'all. I got to go pick up King from school. Partner, I greatly appreciate it. I'm looking for that ride along.
Yeah.
I'm coming back for it. You got more?
We got a dyno session this coming week.
Okay. Where you go?
If that goes well, we're all good.
CFT?
No, there's a guy named Dennis. I can't remember his last name right now. If you hadn't asked me,
Titan?
No, he's an old Ford guy.
Is it around here?
Yeah, it's in basically Edgewater.
Okay, gotcha.
Just above Orlando.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, you about to make a hike. It's ready for it.
That's where I live at anyway. I make the hike.
You drive all the way over here? Yeah. My God. I have no excuses. Thank you. Have a good one. Y'all heard it here first, man. Listen, we're gonna come back for the ride along. That thing is freaking epic and super inspirational, because y'all know y'all don't know, I have an S10 that I'm working on right now with a 2.2 in it. Now, I'm not putting that much money into it, but I am gonna put a significant amount of love into it. And I wasn't gonna originally boost it, but I think I am. Y'all stay tuned, man. Like, share, subscribe, and catch y'all on the next one. Until then, mi gente, be promo de beneficio siempre. Peace.